No, why you do that? Okay, hey guys, welcome to our first video. Today is our anniversary, our wedding anniversary.
Yep.
We've been married for 3 years. We have a wedding vlog on this channel. I will link it somewhere on the screen. Or we wanted to do a sit down for our anniversary and kind of like go over everything because it was a long day and a lot happened.
Hectic day.
We got married obviously 5/20/2022. Were we like downtown? Right?
No, I thought that was called. Was that the West Side Warehouse?
It's West Side Warehouse. I think it's downtown now.
Okay, 8 groomsmen.
I think I had 8 bridesmaids.
Yeah. No, I had my nieces. I had Macy.
Oh yeah, I remember.
No. Macy wasn't a part. Macy wasn't a flower girl. It was Mahari, Chima, and Lena. We had 3.
The guest amount 75.
Yeah, I think it was
I think it was
175 because of
175. You're
COVID.
right.
And
Yeah.
I believe we had people show up that I'm not gonna say wasn't invited, but like especially like the DC family, they came super deep, and not everybody that they came with had a formal invitation. But we still, I mean, we
That's
wasn't there to
true.
stop them anyway. But yeah, so if it wasn't 175, it was probably a little more than 175 because everybody that got invited, mostly everybody came. I would say like 96%
Yeah.
of the invitations actually showed
Yeah.
up, which is good because a lot of, when you're doing weddings, a lot of people can't make it for whatever reason, they can't show up. So everybody pretty much showed up.
Some people plan a year ahead or 2 years ahead. I think we did a few months ahead. We did obtain a wedding planner just because it was so short. Her name is Sheila. I'll have her information.
Shout out Sheila.
Yeah, she was great. She was wonderful.
Yeah,
She's a Capricorn like me. We did reserve our venue a year ahead, I think. We did.
How? We didn't even start planning till
No, we reserved it in like July.
the West Side Warehouse?
Yeah, like we had it reserved.
I don't think that's accurate, babe. I can get the
Yes,
contract.
yeah, I know. I saw it. I saw the contract.
Let me see it.
2021, August
Let me
2021.
see that.
I knew it. I knew we went because remember we had a different wedding plan. No, Sheila didn't show us the West Side Warehouse. We did have a different wedding planner at the time, but then we ultimately switched over to Sheila, and we obtained her in like January. I think we were deciding on booking a venue first because they all sell out quick. July 2021 was when we announced that we were getting married. I'll put up the engagement photos. Photographer was David, or what do they call DACA David. I'll have all the photography and like makeup and all that will be linked with their Instagrams. But we took our engagement photos in July 2021. Yeah, we got the venue in August 2021. I knew it. I'm not crazy.
We still look for venues after
We put
that.
a deposit down in August 2021.
But the reason why it didn't make sense is because we still look for venues after that. So that's what we did because we was gonna lose that money. It was a non-refundable deposit.
Yeah.
And I was like, listen, I'd rather lose the money and get a better spot.
Yeah.
But Sheila, shout out to Sheila, because she had a vision that we didn't have.
Yeah.
Because the warehouse looked like a warehouse, like a little trap spot,
like a
trap
bar
house.
warehouse type.
But she had a vision. She had a vision to like
keep hitting the mic. Sorry,
change everything around and make it like a real Cinderella fantasy type. Ball. And
we were looking for something that was more what was the
elegant.
The southern ballroom, if you guys, or something like that.
Yeah,
that was the one that we really wanted because it had the big glass chandelier. Everything was pretty much put together. The only thing we didn't like though was the catering. Like we couldn't use anyone but them. The cleaning, it was them. Like everything had to go through them, and they were like way more expensive. So I was like, but yeah, we weren't feeling the West Side Warehouse. At first, we kind of just booked them because we needed something.
How you find Sheila?
I think I found her online, to be quite honest, on Instagram. I think. Oh, our neighbors got married.
Oh yeah, shout out to the neighbors.
Our neighbors were married, and when you post your wedding on Instagram, you post everyone that was involved.
Yeah.
I found that through them. I honestly found a lot of people that did our wedding through other people's weddings because I just like, oh, those flowers are nice. Like the flowers that we found from our wedding, came from our friend's wedding, or one of my friend's wedding. I love the way her flowers look, so I went on their Instagram page. But yeah, we got our wedding planner from the neighbors.
We wanted to do a modern white wedding, but we also wanted to do a traditional Nigerian wedding. So that was like something that I wanted to definitely have. I got some of that inspiration from Emeka and Ali's wedding. My cousin had just got married a couple years prior, and I love that he incorporated both the white wedding, which is like the modern wedding, and the traditional wedding. Usually what they would do is you would have like the white wedding here in America, and then the traditional wedding would be in Nigeria. But of course, we weren't about to fly everybody to Nigeria, so we brought Nigeria to Atlanta, and we had both weddings at one time. After the white wedding, we had the reception, and then we had the traditional wedding. It was real dope.
We needed something that would allow us to stay longer because we knew we were having 2 ceremonies. We knew that we was going to do a wardrobe change. It was a lot, which is another reason why we had Sheila as our wedding planner, because we didn't have time to do everything ourselves, find the decorations and incorporate all that. So
Do you remember what the wedding budget was in the beginning?
oh yeah. So I think we said, well, this came from our other first wedding planner that we had. Remember when she asked us what our budget was, and we said like 15, and she was like, okay, for the flowers. And I was like, no, for the whole thing. She's like, okay. We did tell Sheila that our budget was, I think, like 15.
Nah, we told
Was it
Sheila.
20?
We told Sheila 30,000.
Oh, okay. We said 30,000. And then she did come back with the remember when we had our meeting, she showed us what that was what $30,000 looked like. It was nothing but green grass everywhere. Like it wasn't no flowers hardly. Like it was, which, not to talk bad, because I have seen weddings like that, but
And those last forever too. Them marriages last.
yeah, like it was, but it was like the basic of it's like more garden type of party, but no like roses or flowers, more like greenery. But it was nothing what we were looking for. It was nothing that I had envisioned.
It wasn't realistic for what we. You
a
gotta
lot of
put
that stuff.
before and after pictures if you have them. Before this is the before right here.
No, the before would be people can say, well, why didn't you just book the Southern Exchange if you was going to pay all that money to make it look like that? But Westside Warehouse had everything that we wanted. Basically said, here's the space, do whatever you want, just make sure it's clean and decent after.
And if I could add on that, I feel like we made the right choice, because if you think about like the significance of our relationship, the Southern Exchange does not match that. Like our relationship wasn't built on elegance and beauty and perfection and symmetry and everything just being perfect. We we didn't want to get married in necessarily a church, because we didn't have like the biggest religious type relationship. And then we didn't really want to get married in, no, I ain't gonna say we didn't want to get married in the Southern Exchange. We did, but when we didn't, it also made sense. Like the warehouse made a lot of sense. Like, hey, it's not a church. It's not super elegant. We gonna do what we can to make it what it is, and that's exactly what we've done in our relationship. Before getting married, raising children, and then becoming a husband and wife, and here we are today. So it's it started off kind of rocky, and it's a lot better now, just like the West Side Warehouse.
I don't think we told you guys our theme, because it was C&B on the run. It was hashtag C&B on the run. C&B, but it was I think we did C&B on the run because I think someone else already had on the run.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Somebody else already had on the run wedding, which is kind of like Jay-Z Beyonce song. That was our like wedding song.
Yeah.
And
also symbolizes our relationship.
Yeah. So that was our theme. And then our colors were champagne, ivory. We did go ahead and get our box with like our storage, which has all of our wedding stuff in it. This was our wedding guest program. It's our program.
Oh, okay.
So basically this came on a plaque at the tables when you sign in, and this says, welcome to the wedding ceremony uniting the hearts of Chike and Brittany. To access the wedding program, please scan the QR code below. Yeah, Taylor Designs is, again,
Tailored with a D.
I will add everyone who is a part of the wedding planning thing, but we did Taylor Design did all of our like stationery stuff. I think they did our photos, because a lot of people ask us, where did we get our photo? Like I get a million questions about our photos in our family lounge. I think they're the ones who did it. they blew up those custom big photos for us. And then along with that, we had our guest book. Did want a actual guest book for everyone to sign.
I've never looked at that before.
You never looked at it?
I need to look at that. In my
It's
defense,
so many.
most of the wedding, I was there, but I wasn't there. Everything happened so fast.
It really did. Like
It happened so fast. Like
I don't know I guess when people say you're planning when you have a wedding, you look at the photos after and stuff
Yeah.
because during the
for the
day,
guests, I think the guests enjoyed it.
yeah.
Everything.
Oh yeah, that's what they say. Your wedding's for the guests, not for
Yeah,
you.
but us, we were on a steady.
Like
We always had to move. We couldn't even.
we didn't even eat.
Yeah, I think I had like a little bit of rice. And I
Mhm.
think a plantain.
Yeah, our wedding planner made our plate for fun, I guess, because we had to get up right after and do a dance. It was just a lot. But yeah, it's like all the people that showed up.
Let me see.
And I'm like,
Give a couple
cool.
shout outs. I'm just gonna do a couple random ones.
Our marriage license is in here
Shout out
too. Oh, these are our wedding invitations. See, now this was okay. Those are our wedding invitations. This right here is our favorite. Well, my favorite thing, which is our wedding magazine.
This is our love story. Tells you how we met. That was the we was going for like a Bonnie and Clyde type. Yeah, we went for a Bonnie and Clyde. On the run type thing.
And then this is another stationary thing, which is our signature cocktails.
Yeah, those are some good drinks.
I wouldn't know. I didn't have any.
I think I had 2 of them.
I didn't even know where our bar was at.
The bar was like as soon as you walked out the hall, you went outside. If you went to the left, the bar was right there to the left. If you went to the right, where everybody was taking pictures at, yeah.
When I tell you guys, after we said I do and we walked down the aisle, it was picture after picture after picture after picture. Like so many people wanted pictures. I didn't see nobody, and I didn't see no bartender. I don't even know who the bartenders were. I couldn't tell you if they were male or female.
Both.
I didn't even see our bar. These were our signature cocktails. We did think of these drinks. We had a pink lemonade margarita because I like margaritas.
No, but what was it called though?
Oh, sorry, yeah,
That custom name.
the getaway driver, because Bonnie and Clyde. So the getaway driver, which is a pink lemonade margarita, pink lemonade, tequila, lime juice, triple sec, and a sugar rum and lime.
Was the outlaw, which I think I had.
Yeah.
Was a Moscow Mule, vodka, ginger beer, lime juice, and mint. And then the last one was the last ride, which is a Mextini, vodka, tequila, triple sec, passion fruit, mango, and sweet and sour. I think I had that one too.
Again,
but in the back of the in our dressing room, we had nothing but we had bottles of tequila.
Yeah, the guys had
we had
liquor. Yeah, their own liquor,
which I needed just to calm my nerves and stuff.
Yeah. Oh, I have a video and I'll put that up here of my wedding dresses because I had 2 wedding dresses and I did a whole try on and all that. So if you want to go reference that video, you can do so after this video. This is a cowtail, right? It's a cowtail, and this is what I was holding.
Brittany never mentioned Igbo.
I did.
I said if.
Oh, okay. I definitely did.
Tried. So she had her cowtail. I had my fan. Both of these were custom made for us, and they were brought from Nigeria. Did my mom just go to Nigeria that year? I got 2 of these. Cece actually got my other one, and he had it since the wedding. I need to get it back from him. But yeah, this is custom. This means I did it my way, which is how I felt about our whole relationship. The way I chose to do things in life is I did it my way. So yeah, this is Igbo for I did it my way.
Both these necklaces. Both these necklaces. I wore this around my hair.
Yeah, it looked real good.
And this was another jewelry that was brought back from Nigeria from my mother-in-law. Mama.
All my groomsmen had the red necklaces. They had the red bead bracelets.
Oh yeah, they had oh my gosh, I don't have none of that. All of my bridesmaids had ponytails just like this. Each of them had wrapped a gilet around that.
How did you choose your bridesmaids?
All of my bridesmaids was very easy to choose. My sister was the maid of honor, and then my sister-in-law, which is my brother's wife, was one of my bridesmaids. I had 2 of my classmates, Shalana and Siobhan, that have been my friends since high school. Kalandra was my best friend. Chama and Jody, who are family. Oh, a lot. And then my sister-in-law, 2 sister-in-laws. Yeah. So I had 2 sister-in-laws, which is Alachi, who's my husband's sister, and then Tamika, who is my brother's sister.
Me, I had my 2 brothers, which of course that was a no-brainer. My groomsman was my big brother. So I have my two brothers as my they were gonna be my wedding regardless, but I had to pick which one was gonna be my best man. So I picked my big brother, I knew my little brother wouldn't feel away about that. He is my big brother. He's my first role model. But no, so I picked Easy, my big brother, to be my best man. First off, I wanted to pick people that were instrumental in our relationship too. So that's the first thing. Of course, my brothers have been instrumental. My older cousin Chill was a groomsman. He's been instrumental with our relationship. He's always been around. My little cousin, they do, is like my best cousin. I shouldn't say that. He raced that far.
Okay.
My favorite little cousin. Day one, always been around for me and Brittany, always been around for my kids. One of them people, like, I know, God forbid, if I was to pass away, gonna take care of of course, my day one Trail, my day one Scooter, who actually did not show up to the wedding the day. Was it the day before or the day of?
The day before, because we were doing our wedding rehearsal.
The day before the wedding, he was getting his haircut at the barbershop and had a seizure in the barber chair. He was getting ready for the wedding, had a seizure, and got rushed to the hospital. He still tried to make it.
Yeah, but we were like, no.
I was just like, it's okay, don't do it. And his family was advising him not to go, but he to this day he still regrets not going. Then I had another groomsman, Dre. Dre actually showed up. Dre showed
He did. He
up.
flew to
Dre came to
Atlanta.
the dinner, the practice dinner, whatever.
Yeah.
Everything. He had a family emergency. His son had got real, real, real sick, and he had to fly
back.
Cece.
Yeah.
We got two CCs. So CCP, the artist that was performing at the wedding, just happened to have a black tux that fit what we were already wearing. So he took the place of Dre.
And just to let all my astrology girls know, we did get married during the retrograde. So I kind of knew something was going to happen. So always be prepared.
Yeah, we definitely drank a lot of Gatorade. Then Jeremy, shout out Jeremy, one of my closest friends since like 5th grade.
Oh yeah, he
was a groomsman. Kay, one of my closest friends since like 13 or 14. He's my tour's brother. He's born 3 days before me. Is that everybody? Am I missing somebody?
Each person had a dance that they came out to, a routine. So they did well. They did very well for coordinating themselves together and figuring out like
who was the most
what
turnt?
dance. Tamika and Charles. My sister-in-law and his best friend.
That's my best friend. They was the most.
I think they did swag surf.
Yeah, put that video right there.
Yeah, I think I did. Just if I have that video,
I definitely got that video.
But
and I'm about to be a groomsman in Trail's wedding next month, so I gotta try my best to outdo him, which I'm probably not gonna do. Her bridesmaids and my groomsmen never met each other.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like they never met before.
So if they came out and they were dancing real cool together, that was just like a coincidence.
Yeah, we had a
Oh, she was a harp. She played.
We had a harpist. We had a harpist at our
wedding.
The harpist played while everyone came in. So it was him by himself.
I don't remember no music playing when I came in. So my groomsman was up there. Then my big brother walked out right before me, and then I walked out. He's so handsome. So cute. That's all I heard.
Then the bridesmaids came, and then the maid of honor, and then the flower girls. And then it was like kind of like a little pause, and everybody stood up, and it was me. And my song was "All My Life" by Jodeci.
Casey and JoJo.
It said Jodeci. Casey and JoJo. "All My Life" by Casey and JoJo. And my brother walked me. No, these are verses.
Oh, a whole bunch of Bible verses.
It's like it was verse at the verse at the verse at the verse. It was prayer at the prayer, which I'm thankful.
The Nigerian Reverend, he did his thing. But he did. You remember when Sheila said, "Hey, we gotta wrap it up"?
Yeah. He got.
You can't tell a Nigerian preacher to wrap anything up when it comes to God. 10 years after getting together, not knowing each other, but getting together.
Oh,
we jumped the broom.
I keep hitting the mic. It's gonna be like that. Yeah, we didn't literally jump the broom though, but yeah, we
got married.
10 years after we known each other. No, not 10 years after. 10 years after we became a couple.
So let's talk about all the things that.
Okay, we talk about.
Let's talk about like all the things that I'm not gonna say regret.
That's what I say. I try not to say we have regrets, but I kind of had.
What did we miss? What did we miss out on?
Okay, we never got to cut our cake.
Never got to cut the cake, but we did eat the cake the next day.
We didn't.
And it was fire. We ate like what's it, macaron cookies?
Yeah, macarons.
It was fire.
Yeah, like all of our desserts. We knew what our desserts was gonna be and what they would taste like.
Details.
Yeah, sweet detailed ATL was our cake. And we did pick out the cake, the desserts, all of that. However, the day of, we got nada because we just was busy. We just ran out of time.
Yeah, and another thing that I regret that we didn't get a chance to do well, I would say my brother. Yeah, I regret it too because I didn't get a chance to hear it. My brother
Oh my
had a
God. I thought he did.
no, he didn't. He had his
Oh my
best man.
God.
He had his best man speech that he rehearsed
Oh my God.
so
I thought he
proudly.
did at the
No, he
wedding.
didn't. He had
Oh,
encouraging words from me and Brittany that he never got to say.
sorry.
Um, and yeah,
So
we
the
didn't
best
get to
man
cut.
speech we did not do.
No, we didn't get to cut the cake. We didn't get to do the best man speech. We didn't get to do the 360
Oh,
video.
well, we didn't, but a lot of our guests
Yeah,
did.
but I wanted to though.
Oh yeah, that's true.
We didn't get to
We
do that.
planned for it. We did book the 360 photo booth, which
Barely ate. My stomach was.
the most of our guests got to experience the 360 booth, but we did not. That was our regrets. Now, what was your favorite part?
A favorite part of the wedding, I would say like I don't know if it's like a favorite part, but like the feeling that I got that made me most proud of the wedding was, being able to do this in front of my kids. And just, showing them an example of what I feel like a man should look like, especially because like I didn't really have any role models. Like none of my all my friends are single at this time. None of them were married, so like this is me kind of just stepping out doing something before anybody else did it around me. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So being a leader amongst my peers, because after that Dre got married, Trail's about to get married. So just, being that leader and that role model, and then showing my kids, that I'm trying my best to make the best out of, a situation I've created already.
People or mine will say, it's the best wedding we went to in a long time. But I think
Not in a long time, ever.
ever, like, because
When I hear it, it's always that's the best wedding I ever
yeah,
been to.
because not many people are going to weddings. Yeah, the dancing. That was my favorite part.
And dancing with my grandma. My grandma turned
Oh yeah.
my grandma turned 100 that year, so she was. They gave her a celebration at the wedding too.
But the dancing was my favorite part. Our dance together, like our first dance as
Yeah.
husband and wife together, the Jay-Z and Beyonce one.
Okay.
It was a lot of dancing. I told him, I was like, I've never seen you sweat this much. I kept patting your head. Thought he was gonna pass out in there. Tux. The money spray. That was.
Oh yeah, money spray was cool.
We did the money spray. I have videos of that too.
Yeah, we had the girls sweeping up the money.
Yeah, it's my first time actually, obviously being in it. We were just paying attention and dancing, but you look down and the whole floor covered
Repeatedly.
Repeatedly
They'll clean it all up. Like
they were cleaning up. The girls would
my dad told them, like, do not leave the money on the floor. If you leave the money on the floor, nobody's gonna throw money because they're gonna think it's enough. So as soon as that money hits the floor, you got to take it up. So Chima Mari out there, my little niece Lane is out there. They're sweeping it up, putting it in bags so more people could throw. So yeah. First, I want to thank everybody who came to the wedding. Like nobody was more important than the other. We had people come from Massachusetts, California, Texas, St. Louis, Nigeria,
Texas,
Florida.
Yeah.
I know I'm missing so many places.
Yeah.
Maryland.
Yeah, Maryland.
It was a lot of they came from everywhere.
Yeah.
Nobody's more important than another, but I'm gonna tell you like what really, not to go too much into my childhood, but my dad walked out on, me and my siblings and my mom, back when I was like 13 or 14 years old. So, we haven't had the best relationship. He's made his strides on trying to be a dad again. I can't always say I was always receptive, like I would allow it, but I was always like kept him at a distance. I will say that on my wedding day, he earned so much of my respect.
Yeah.
Because the way my family in DC, I'm just gonna call them the DMV because they're in Maryland, they're in DC, they're in Virginia. The way they pulled up to the wedding, man, it was like vans full.
Yeah, they brought food.
They brought food,
alcohol.
They brought alcohol. They brought themselves. They brought, entertainment, fun, character, laughter. They were all dressed alike. We got to put the
yeah, that was
we gotta get the picture. Like they were
had
dressed accordingly, and they helped throughout the process too.
Yeah,
like,
I was about to say they helped throughout.
Yeah, like when it came to like getting our clothes.
My dress, his aunt,
Brittany's dad, Aunt Ngozi helped Brittany with that, and they were very helpful. But the way they showed up, at a time where they've been so absent, you know what I'm saying, for so many years, like I respected it so much. Me and my dad's relationship, he might not even know, but our relationship got a lot better. Mom and my dad had not seen each other for like, we got married in 22. They probably hadn't seen each other since 2002.
Yeah.
And my mom hates my dad. I'm not gonna say hate now, but hated. Maybe still does.
Yeah.
So like I'm the whole wedding, I'm enjoying myself, but we were all nervous. Like we were nervous. Like anybody who knows, my cousins, my siblings, we like.
But they showed up because the
This
pictures,
can
you wouldn't
go.
know.
This
You
can
wouldn't know
go.
for the pictures.
This can go wrong anytime. I wasn't worried about my dad. I was worried about my mom.
I had cousins too that came that I haven't seen in a while, and it wasn't not for the first time, but thankful that we didn't see each other from our funeral. It was actually
something beautiful. Like
something beautiful, like an actual wedding and stuff. Still memorable. It's very memorable.
It's unforgettable.
Yeah, it is unforgettable.
So what advice would you give to the next person that's about to get married? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I say your expectations have to be realistic. When we said our budget was, like I said, 30,000, that was literally just for flowers.
Let's talk about it.
Like,
let's talk.
We didn't realize how much, and we thought we were doing ourselves justice by getting a warehouse, which we did, but it's still like we didn't realize, like, for drapes and for flowers that it actually cost money like that. Like we didn't think like, oh, okay, it would cost that much money. I just wasn't thinking plates and then new things that happened. It was like at this point towards like the 19th, the 18th of May and stuff like that, close to our wedding, we were really over of hearing what else is next that needs to be paid for. I always say like the most expensive thing is your flowers. Flowers and video, the look that we were going for, we really wanted it to look a certain way. Yeah. They did our flowers everywhere. Like there was flowers everywhere.
Yeah. The flowers did look good.
They did look good.
I'm gonna say this. We went from I think we started with a $15,000 budget with the first lady. Then we had a $30,000 budget with Sheila. We ended up paying 6 figures. Now, a lot of people are like, man, you crazy, you shouldn't have did that, blase. She tripping. I'm gonna tell you this. Brittany was not cool with the 6 figures. Like Brittany was cool. I don't even think Brittany was cool with 30,000.
I said that we didn't need a wedding.
Yep, she did.
I said that we could just get married and then have a party.
She definitely
have a party.
And looking back on it, I'm not gonna say that.
But your side, like, you know, the Nigerian part, like that would have been kind of sad if we skipped all that, skipped everything and just.
The way I look at it is like this, like stupid. I just felt like at this time in our lives, we had already been through so much.
Yeah, that's what
ups and downs. You know what I'm saying? I feel like we deserved it. We fought. Yeah. Through so much, you know, like we deserve something beautiful for everybody to share. Yeah. With us, you know. So and the way I look at money, you know, like I don't look at money like money comes and goes. You like it's here to get spent. You know, like. You could save it if you want, but I'm more so like I'd rather flip it than save it. It's all about memories, creating memories. So it's one thing. I mean, like I said, they still talk about it.
That's what I'm saying. It's still worth it. It was worth it.
They still talk about it. If I could go back and repeat it, I would do it exactly the same. I would spend it again. We only planned that wedding for a few months.
Yeah, it was 4 months.
And that money got paid in a few months. Like I didn't max out credit cards and go in debt.
That's what I'm saying. We didn't go in debt to pay for the wedding because we said that we was like, we're not going to take out a loan for the wedding, and we absolutely did not.
Yeah, it was a beautiful wedding. If you could sum it up in 3 words, what would you? What were the 3 words that you?
Okay, I think I have one, which you probably have the same word. Unforgettable.
Unforgettable is definitely one of them.
Homage.
Homage.
Pays homage to us. Beautiful, I guess. Beautiful. Beautiful homage and unforgettable.
All right, I would definitely say unforgettable. Yeah. Loving.
Yeah.
It was so much love in
there. The kids were dancing and stuff. Yeah,
just like seeing all these different people who ain't never met each other before.
I think people let their guard down.
Definitely I did.
People were just dancing. It's hard.
I could say expensive. It was expensive.
It was expensive.
I gotta say expensive. Oh, my cousin Laura. We can't forget Laura.
Oh, Laura, our MC.
Yeah, Laura MC'd it, and she did an amazing job. Yeah. It's just too many. We might have to do part 2. Too many names. So much. Like, I don't want to leave nobody out, but I'm saying her name because she was the host of the wedding. So anyway, babe, happy anniversary.
Happy anniversary. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you for watching.
Thank you for it's probably a long video. Again, stay tuned for the end because if I couldn't fit all of it while we were talking, I put some more stuff at the end. That means I found more videos and footage. You can also check my Instagram because I will be posting our recaps on there too. Yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you guys want us to do more videos, let us know. Thank you so much for watching. Peace.